What do you need to happen in your life that's not happening right now? You are so gifted and anointed. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Your problem is you. Your problem is you. No, I'm gonna say it again. Your problem is you. You don't need no business cards, no websites. If you good, they'll find you. You don't need all that. Your breakthrough is about to come right now. The only thing that's gonna stop you is your ability to make the shift. That's it. And some of you, because of where you are spiritually, and because you are humble, and because you believe in God, you about to make that shift immediately. Some of y'all, you're gonna call me 2 years later and say, I got it. No, when you start doing what God tell you to do, it ain't gonna be no room. Why is it not gonna be room? Because you're not supposed to borrow, but you're supposed to lend. Some of y'all so dumb, you praying for you when you don't even know that God don't even plan to give you that little that you're praying for. Because if he gives you that little you're praying for, you're gonna be satisfied and you're gonna get your blessings cut short. Why? Because there's a portion you're supposed to get to give away. The real blessing is gonna come in the portion you're supposed to give away, not the portion you keep it. But you so spiritually immature that you're gonna pray for $1 million just for you and your family, and then your blessings gonna get cut off. Because the blessings don't come from what you get. The blessings come from the seed you plant that's gonna bring you back more. So that's why God ain't blessed you yet, because you're gonna take the blessing and go get a whip with it. You so sick, and you so worried about what people think about you. You still on what people think. Some of us driving cars, not because God told you to drive it, but your self-esteem is so low that you gotta make people think you somewhere that you're not. That's a sickness. You have a low self-esteem. You care more about what man think than what God think. You tripping on what I think about you when God pissed at you, and that don't bother you. You have more concern about what another human thinks about you. You closer than what you think. With just a quick sip, you are closer than what you think. Come on, Holy Ghost. About 100 yards. I could run 100 yards right now and still not be tired after the 100. That's how close they were. You're close, and the devil done told you, just get a divorce. You close, hold on. You close. You about to drop out. You gone too far now. You ain't got but 2 plans. Hold on. You 3 kids in. You can't quit now. Hold on. But this is my 6th time taking it. You gonna pass on the 7th. Hold on. But you better get something from all that hell you've been through. You are 100 yards. Come on. You are. I'm talking to somebody. You ought to get excited. He's 100 yards away. You are 100 yards away. You can see it in the distance. You can see it in the distance. 100 yards mean I can see it with my eyes. You close, boo. Don't give up now. You close, my brother. Hold on. You close.
How many times have you said, I know I need to do better, but you don't? How many times have you got on a scale and weighed yourself, but you wasn't happy? How many times have you pulled up those pants and they just didn't fit right? How many times have you said you could not stop eating a certain type of a food, but you kept doing it anyway? You see, my friends, that's an excuse. You're looking for a way out. You're trying to find an idea and saying, hey, it's okay for me to keep making this type of a mistake. It's okay for me to keep saying the same thing over and over. It's okay for me to sound like a broken record with a hole in it. But nevertheless, I haven't put myself in a position to change. You know you can do it, but you just don't want to do it. You figure that, hey, I'll do it on another day. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it on this day. I'll do it on this day. I know. You know so much, but you do so little. Are you understanding that you cannot remain the same? Do you understand that you're going to have to continue to, as I like to say, evolve? Evolving to me means a lot more than just changing. Change is good, but are you changing for the right reasons? Are you in a certain position where you feel like you have to change yourself or change who you really are to please other people? That's not the type of change I'm talking about. I'm talking about for the greater good. I'm talking about being able to have the right attitude and the right mindset and the right fortitude to make a difference in your life. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you're not getting anywhere. You're not committed. You're not doing the right things. Instead, you keep doing the wrong things. And you're looking for someone to rescue you. You're looking for someone to put you in a position to make you feel better. It's not about me. It's not about the other people. It's about you. It's about you making a difference and you making the necessary changes to get what you want out of your life. The time is now. You can't do it tomorrow.
I think having a purpose is that thing that makes us tick, that gets us up every day and gets us over the hump of opposition and adversity. And the reason that I champion adversity and opposition is because I think for the most part in life, people pretty much know what to do when things go right, right? Like when things go right, they know how to feel, they know how to act, how to react. But it's when that opposition and that adversity comes and it creates a level of misunderstanding, right? Now the vision is blurred. Now you don't have clarity about what you're supposed to do. Now you question if your existence matters. And I think when you have a purpose, it's powerful because in the midst of the opposition, it makes you realize that you've been put here for a certain reason. And so once I tapped into my purpose once I thought it was football, right? But when I started speaking, I'll never forget the day I got the exact same feeling backstage that I used to get before I ran out on the field to play football. And that's when I knew, like, this is my purpose. This is what I've been put here to do. And so the opposition, adversity, the challenges, it's just a part of the process. It's gonna make me a better person. But my purpose, I can't let anything stop or detour me from tapping into that every single day. Because the key with purpose is, I firmly believe every person's purpose is tied to somebody else's purpose and destiny. And so your purpose, my purpose, is tied to somebody else. Like when I speak, when I do what I do, like people say, oh, man, I really needed to hear that, right? That helped me do this. That helped get me through this. That helped me with this. That's my purpose being tied to other people's purpose, destiny, beliefs, and dreams. That's the power and magic of purpose, right? I don't think it can be a purpose without being tied to other people's purpose, destiny, dreams, and aspirations, right? I think that's the power in it, but realizing it is another.
Victory begins in the dark. The book of Genesis starts off telling how God created everything. It says the evening and the morning were the first day. You would think it would be the reverse. The morning and the evening were the first day, but God starts the day in the dark. At 12 a.m., nothing looks any different. If you didn't have a watch, you wouldn't know you've entered a new day. It's still dark outside. Looks the same as it did at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, at 11 o'clock. There's no sign that something has changed. But when the clock strikes midnight, in that 1 second, when nothing looks any different, it goes from PM to AM. It's still dark, but it's a new day. It would make more sense if God started the day in the light, when the sun came up, at 6 or 7 in the morning. When the dawn breaks, the light comes, then it's obvious. We would know it's a new day. We can see it. Things have changed. We hear the birds start chirping. The sun comes over the horizon. We have all this evidence that we've entered a new day. But on purpose, God chose to start the day in the dark. It's symbolic of how He does things in our lives. He gives us a promise. He says we've come into a new day. He's restoring health back into us. We're going to lend and not borrow. Our child is going to get back on course. We believe, we pray, we stand in faith, but nothing is changing. Nothing looks any different. Nothing feels any different. Still dark outside. Joel, my back is still hurting. My business hasn't grown. My health hasn't improved. This is what faith is all about. You can't see it, but you have to know you passed midnight. You've gone from PM to AM. Yes, it's still dark outside. Yes, nothing has changed, but the sun is on its way up. Healing is on the horizon. Promotion, freedom. The right people, it's just a matter of time before you see the light come breaking forth. And don't be discouraged by the dark. The dark doesn't mean nothing has changed. The dark is not a sign that God is not working, that He didn't hear your prayer. Thoughts will tell you, you would have seen something by now. You would feel a little better. One of those companies would have called you back. That addiction wouldn't be this strong. You have to walk by faith and not by sight. If you walk by sight, you'll talk yourself out of it, because 11:30 at night doesn't look any different than midnight. Everything you can see, feel, touch, smell looks just the same. There's no evidence that it's a new day. But the psalmist said, the moment you pray, the tide of the battle turns. You can't see it, but when you prayed, you left the PM and you came into AM.